All right there, everyone. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's days on the Supreme Court are indeed coming to an end, and liberals like Michael Moore are beginning to panic. That's what we'll be talking about. On today's video, we'll also be looking at why, in many respects, it's all just too little too late for Michael Moore. The era of the conservative majority on the courts has already begun. But first, we have been featuring an awesome new product on this channel. It's one that I'm very, very excited about. And it's for any of you who've been experiencing chronic pain and are tired of going to doctors or chiropractors. It's called the Denos PCM6. And I've personally used this microcurrent technology to relieve my own pain. It comes with these sticky pads where you can put them anywhere on your body, wherever it hurts. And then you can control both the time and intensity of what feels like millions of electrodes, gently massaging your pain points. And I'm telling you, gang, it works. I've tried it. It's amazing. Get yours by clicking on the link below or call Coach Jimmy K today at 503-395-4142 and tell him Dr. Steve sent you. You will be glad that you did. All right, I'm sure many of you have heard that the ultra-liberal Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has had her latest bout of cancer. It turned out to be a tumor on her pancreas. It doesn't get worse than that, by the way. Doctors have claimed that the removal of the tumor was successful and that at least for now there's no more cancer detected in her body. I believe this was Ginsburg's third bout with cancer, if I recall correctly. Regardless, she's 86 years old, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out that her days on the court are indeed numbered. And that is precisely why we're seeing leftist liberals like Michael Moore beginning to panic. He tweeted out, first thought, she was seen at the Yiddish version of the Fiddler on the Roof in New York City last week, so she's going to be fine. Second thought, holy mother of RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, everybody right this second join a movement, campaign, grassroots group, whatever, and work nonstop between right now and November 2020. And this is because Moore knows that if Ginsburg's seat falls, it really is over for the left-wing political agenda, at least for the next generation here in the States. But in many respects, it's all a bit too little too late for the left-wing diehards like Michael Moore. The conservative dominance over the courts has already begun. Brett Kavanaugh is the fifth and decisive conservative vote on the Supreme Court. Now, I know Justice Roberts waffles back and forth here and there, but overall, he's pretty consistently conservative, far more than Kennedy. In terms of his voting record on the court. But there's no question that a sixth conservative would solidify a staunchly constructionist, pro-constitutional conservative court. But more than that, conservatives are dominating at all levels of our federal court system. Few people realize that President Trump has actually been appointing more federal appeals court judges at this point in his presidency than Barack Obama and George W. Bush appointed combined at this point in their respective presidencies, all right? Now, if you don't know, federal appeals court judges are the powerful judges who sit just below the Supreme Court level. 8 of the 9 current Supreme Court justices were all federal appeals court judges, including, of course, the most recent Brett Kavanaugh. No president has even come close to appointing as many appeals court judges as our dear President Donald J. Trump. And who is he appointing? Who are these judges? Well, President Trump has been working closely with advisors from the Federalist Society, and this is particularly the conservative Leonard Leo, to appoint conservative originalist judicial nominees who will apply the law as it's written rather than the ways in which liberal ideologues seek to twist it and use it for political purposes. If you're not familiar with the Federalist Society, it is the premier conservative judicial society in the nation that's helped to seat 4 Supreme Court justices. The most noteworthy of all, of course, was the great Antonin Scalia, and most recently Neil Gorsuch, and now, of course, I should say most recently Brett Kavanaugh. Well, now with President Trump, appointees from the Federalist Society are actually poised to take over the federal judiciary for decades to come. The average age of Trump's nominees are 48. Okay, it's just around my age. 7 years younger than the average age of President Obama's nominees. So that means that on average, Trump's court nominees will end up serving significantly longer tenures than Obama's appointees. So in many respects, Trump has already transformed the judiciary for at least the next generation. This could be one of his lasting legacies. So I think Michael Moore is a little late to the party here. Sorry, buddy, the damage has already been done. Trump is effectively making America great again by wresting the control of its judicial institutions away from left-wing lunatics like yourself and entrusting those institutions back to those who honor our sacred customs, culture, and traditions for generations to come. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of our awesome merch that celebrates all things nationalist, populist, and traditionalist that you're going to love. And please click on either our Patreon subscribes to our PayPal links below and consider becoming a monthly subscriber of this channel and help us to continue to analyze current events in light of super awesome conservative trends so you can live in the present in light of even better things to come. God bless.